The United States and India's friendship is the most important friendship in the world today. These are my words. I feel this deeply. The two largest democracies in the world have never worked more closely. Now really the question is, can we get our feet to move even more quickly in the same direction? As I've said, it's not just the U.S. plus India. It's not an additive relationship. It's U.S. times India. It's multiplicative. The United States and India's friendship is the most important friendship in the world today. These are my words. I feel this deeply. Not just as ambassador, but as our president has said, it's the most consequential relationship in the world as well. One in which the two largest democracies in the world have never worked more closely, have never been more aligned in terms of our hearts, have never thought more closely together the way our heads are aligned. And now really the question is, can we get our feet to move even more quickly in the same direction? Coming from two different traditions, two different bureaucracies, where the intention is there, the analysis is there. Now all that's holding us back is our willingness to work hard and to figure out how we can take this relationship. As I've said, it's not just the U.S. plus India. It's not an additive relationship. It's U.S. times India. It's multiplicative. And when India and the U.S. get together, whether it's in G20, whether it's in the high seas to ensure freedom of navigation, whether it's in space, and this year, which will launch a satellite and bring an Indian astronaut to the International Space Station, it really is a limitless relationship that has never been stronger. So remember that this talk is not just about policy. It's not just about rupees and dollars and investments. It's really about people. And I want to thank Nivedita and also US ISPF, who's been an extraordinary partner in building this bridge between people on both sides of the Indo-Pacific. One that has been strengthened by student exchanges, by co-investments and developments in the private sector. By now at the government level, our leaders that have never had two closer U.S.-Indian leaders than we have right now with this Prime Minister and this President, but also those who work under them, doing the hard work. When we had the state visit last year, which was a great success, people who were veterans of state visits say, if you have 5 to 10 things that you also agree on to further during those state visits, that's considered a success. We had 173 different deliverables that were a part of that. And it really speaks to not just the depth of this relationship, but that breadth as well. So we know, one last thank you I want to give is to the Indian government too, which has really been an extraordinary partner, whether it is in the ministers themselves who I've worked with in petroleum and oil and renewable energy and electricity, or whether it's looking at job training and skilling in this sector so that we can look at transitions that keep people or even expand employment opportunities and prosperity for folks. I've had some of the smartest people I've ever worked with inside Indian government really teaching me as much as we bring to the table. And certainly the United States mission here in India doesn't come to teach and preach. We come here to listen and to learn, and then to co-partner on ways that together we can take this forward in our nations and around the world.